Hello, Pete. Welcome to another Monday morning. Yes, brisk day in Sarasota. It is literally this morning at 7:30 in the morning. It was 48 degrees. Yeah, chilly. We have a cold. This is the coldest that I have experienced in Sarasota in almost 10 years. Okay, it's been a long time since we had this kind of cold spell. Last year was so warm. Last year was the warmest winter that we had in Sarasota that I can remember living here for 16 years or so. But wow, this week, no doubt. Last night, this morning, when I went out there to feed the chicken, woo! Had to throw on my winter coat. Okay, hopefully everyone did the safe thing last week and did nothing as far as buy the dip. Okay, it's not safe out there. Let the market does its things. I still have my 30% in cash plus, and I'm keeping it there. There is no reason for me to use my cash. My other stuff that is in mutual funds and safer and more boring investment can stay that way. I'm okay to ride it out long term, but as far as the market, no way. Okay, no way, no how would you see me do anything as far as buying the dip in anything. So be careful out there. Amazon breaking all support. Okay, the 2850, 2900 was a key spot and it has failed. Right now in the pre-market, we have Amazon at 2770. Excuse me. Oh, before I continue, what an amazing football weekend we had. That was the most thrilling 2 days of professional football that I can remember. Wow. I have no skin in any of the team. I didn't care who win. I just want to see good games, and four good game, great games we had. Amazing. Absolutely. My hats off to each winners and for all the team that didn't win. Wow. What can I say? Heartbreaking losses, but wow, sure, can the referee do a little better job here and there? But overall, wow, nothing to say but wow. Okay, nothing to say but wow. Um, I feel the pain. I feel the pain for all the team that lost at home because, hey, like I said yesterday in the quick chat, I suffer through many Steelers playoff game that they lost at home. Many, too many that I care to remember. So I've been there, been there, been there. Wow. You know, every team, you can't really, fault any team to deserve to win. Anyone, all four games, amazing. All the team did everything they could. They left it all out there. Okay, there is nothing to hang your head. Sure, there's a lot of water coulda, but wow. All right, let's move on to the market. I have Amazon up here. Amazon failed, so I'm doing nothing. I would not recommend anyone to buy Amazon. Basically, Amazon has wiped out everyone that bought and held on to the stock over the past year. Every single long buyer that bought into Amazon over the past year has been wrong. Okay, now they are red. It can be just a little red or deep red. This is mostly deep red. Look at this. The bulk of the time Amazon over the past year is over this line. Most people bought Amazon over 3,100, 3,200. That's long. That is still long. Okay, that's people that bought and sold, like I did many times. But wow, how low? How low can Amazon go? Let's pan out. There you go. This is the weekly chart, okay? And I drew in this line earlier this morning around 24.45, 24.50. It kind of coincide with the 200 moving average, weekly moving average. Okay, so can it go down to 24, 2500? Yeah, it sounds crazy, right? If you have been through enough bear market, you will understand that a lot of time the unthinkable is doable. Okay, it's that crazy because when fear is high and we have decoupled from bonds, okay, the market now has switched completely over to fear of a recession. Okay, for a while it was if bonds go up, if TLT go up, mean that rate go down, Nasdaq and the market go up. Okay, when rate is lower, TLT go up, the market go up. That was what we had for a long, long, long time. But since last week, the market has switched over to the Fed is wrong, the economy is slowing down, and we are heading into a recession because the Fed is tightening, stop printing money, raising rate into a slowdown in the economy. So bond has reversed, okay, because when bond predict or feel there is a recession coming, bond rates go down, okay, because that's what the Fed do. They cut rate. So bond rate has dropped, TLT go up, but the rest of the market is decoupled from that sentiment because now the market is focused on recession, okay? And if you don't know, fear of recession usually coincide with a 20% down market. That's why I felt that way last week when I said that a 10% correction is a certainty, right? And the Nasdaq proved that. We have the S&P next, okay? It is not going to nothing is going to prevent the S&P 500 to not go down along with the Nasdaq. Yes, Joel, the unthinkable is thinkable. Let's go to QQQ. See, QQQ. This is, let's go to the week, the daily. Okay, I drew in the Fibonacci retracement from the high to the low over the past year, okay? And as you can see, you see this yellow line right here? That's the 20% correction. That's a 20% crash I drew in. So the Nasdaq has exceeded 10% and look like it's gonna go to 15% today in pre-market. It's already looking down another 1% plus. Okay, so it's gonna try to get to that 15% sometime pretty quickly this week. But right here is 20%, which is kind of coincide near a fib. Okay, so potentially that could be the spot right here. If you are going to play the QQQ or thinking that the bottom is near, okay, am I less bearish right now than I was last week? The answer is yes. I'm not bullish. I'm less bearish because to me, we have passed the halfway point of pain, okay? I don't predict that we are going to, I don't see how this market can reverse and go higher. But the Fed is speaking Wednesday. Key between now and Wednesday, the Fed have a lot of work to do. If the Fed step on that podium Wednesday and talk about we need to raise rate quicker, we need to fight inflation more, all this stuff, the more the Fed lean into raising rate, I can guarantee you we are going to see a lot more pain, okay? Because the market right now is trying to pull, the market trying to sway the Fed because the Fed in many ways is a slave to the market. Okay, we have seen this in 2018. Let's go back to 2018. I talked about this before, right? December of 2018, what did the market do? The market dumped 20% because Powell, in his first year, first few months, did what the market did not like: raising rate, cut back on QE, cut back on printing money into a slowing economy. The market dumped the month of December of 2018, 20%. For those that are new, that didn't experience that, go back to 2018. You can see it, okay? It was pretty ugly. We are having deja vu right now. The SPY, okay, you see this? I drew in this line. That's the 10% for the SPY. Okay, so the SPY, where is it right now? It is 431. Oh, look at that. It's going to drop right to the 10%. So see, gravity is going to pull the SPY down 10%. So the SPY, the S&P 500 is now into correction territory. I can't stress enough that when the market experiences this kind of fear, there is no such thing as safety. Okay, it's best to step away, hold on to your cash, let things settle down. How many times can I say that? I'm going to say that on every session so that people are clear on what I'm doing, which is nothing. Be patient. Be patient, okay? We are going to go lower. We are going lower. Okay, so right here, the yellow line I drew in is 431-ish. That's where the 10% correction is for the S&P 500. And then this yellow line here is another 10%. So for the S&P 500 to have a bear market, that's where it needs to go. Okay, it needs to go down there. That's pretty crazy, right? It's unthinkable. But it can happen. We will see. Like I said, it's hard. It's hard to guess. Let's see what the energy is doing. Energy is giving back. Exxon, yeah. Energy is giving back. Let's see what else. Halliburton announced earnings this morning, dumping to 26. That's fine. I bought a little bit of Halliburton and I sold around 27 here. That's what I did. Okay, because once it break the previous high, I was ready to take profits, so I did. I sell into here, and now it's giving back. You know what the cure for inflation is? And I talked about this. Maybe did I talk about what is the fear? The Fed is so fearful of inflation now, right? That is why the Fed is hell bent on stopping QE, stop printing money, stop buying assets, as well as raising rate. That has been the fear. And you hear this all the time on TV now for the past year: inflation, 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 inflation. The Fed went on the mantra that inflation is transitory. That means that it's not going to stick around. And then over the past 2 months, the Fed has changed his view into that inflation is here. It's going to stick around forever unless they do something. Okay, and that's why the Fed is hell bent on raising rate no matter what. I have had many discussions with friends and other people about inflation, why it is such a difficult number to calculate, and it's such a misunderstood phenomenon that people love to use it to attach it to anything that go up in price is inflation. Okay, it is such a flawed opinions of many pundits and experts on TV. They connect literally everything that went up in price and use the word inflation. Asset inflation, rent go up, inflation. Rent go up. Rent is tied to supplies and demand more than anything else. Anyone that dispute that is just not looking at facts and data. Okay, I live here in Sarasota. The real estate market crash of 2008 destroyed this town in the commercial area. There are hundreds of thousands of square footage of malls, strip malls that are empty. I had done a video last year, I think, or 2 years ago, and it's still the same. My sibling that came to visit me in Boston 2 weeks ago, last week, saw the same thing. Oh my God, there's a lot of empty buildings with for lease. And I said that had been for lease for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, a decade. All right, it's not going away. I have friends that own commercial real estate in this town. They have not been able to raise rent since 2009. In 2009, they lower rent to keep people from going under. And since then, they can't raise rent. So you're talking 13 years because there is so much space out there. The moment that they want to raise rate, people move or threaten to move. So they can't. Okay, so increase in rent should never go in the same discussion with inflation. Occam Razor, people haven't seen the Great Depression. I hope we don't like our great grandparents. Fannie Mae's and Freddie Mac was nothing. People had never seen a rough time. People have not. A lot of people that speculate in the market, whether it's comic books or crypto, have not even been through the 2008 Great Recession. The 2008 recession was massive. If the Fed didn't step in and bail out a lot of things, we would have a depression. It was very bad. Okay, so 2008 was pretty bad, and most people did not learn, and most young people today didn't go through that. They had no idea. They, when I talk to somebody in their 20s, obviously they were probably a toddler during the 2008 2009 Great Recession. So they did not understand what's going on or how bad things can be, right? We are teetering into something very bad. Okay, very bad, and the Fed is in a very tough spot. Okay, I don't envy the Fed at all. Yeah, I mean, every stock is going to be, everything is going to fall right through. There is no support. Look at Microsoft. Do I like Microsoft? Heck yes. But look at Microsoft pre-market 293. Yeah, it's gonna slice right to the 200-day moving average. Microsoft is gonna fall right there. The 200-day moving average is right around 291.8, 292. It's gonna go right down there today. It better hold. Okay, like I said, it go from level to level, level to level. When this fail, next. If this fail, that's next. Microsoft at 280, yeah. All right. We are still away from 280, right? No need. Can I say that again? No need to jump in anything. Don't worry, Vinny. All I take is a recession and rent will drop. The the cure for inflation is recession. Okay, I said this many times. If you are a small business, let's say you are a restaurant, right, and you're forced to pay people $15 to wash the dishes. You're forced to pay waiter $15 to serve the food because the pandemic has has allowed so many people to not work, and now they need incentive to go back to work. So you're forced to do this. Well, guess what happened to a recession in your restaurant? Hopefully you can survive a recession, but you will lay off a bunch of people because business is down, revenue is down, and for you to survive, everyone had to take a pay cut or you have to lay off a whole bunch of people. Does anybody disagree on that premise? So what happened when you go through recession and you had to either cut people's pay or lay off a bunch of people and things level out in a year or two? Are you going to rehire the same people, or are you going to rehire a new crop of people at $15 an hour? Heck no. Heck no. Okay? So that's how wage inflation will come to an end, a recession. Okay? The day that war changed the GDP, I think that's kind of stopped, but we'll see. I'm not concerned one bit about that. Okay, I'm not concerned one bit about Russia. I mean, the market might. Personally, I don't have any concern. Um, the market would likely sell off if there is a Russian invasion of Ukraine, just as the market would likely sell off a little bit if China take over Taiwan. But we're not going to war with Russia. Let's stop the stupid, okay? We're not. Just like we're not going to war with China over Taiwan. Someday when it happens, people can come back to this video and see that what I said, okay? Well, what we're gonna do? Sanction. We're gonna go with what we have always said to many countries that don't agree with our policy. Sanction. You think what the Russian care about sanction? What sanction has worked with Russia over the past 20 years as far as they violating many policies with the Middle East against our will and wishes? Just like North Korea, sanction, a lot of sanction. Skirmish always raise oil prices for greed reason. Okay, it's not going to stick because it's just nonsense. I mean, it hurt European more, okay, because European rely on Russia for energy more than we, right? So any kind of nonsense that the Russian want to do, it's going to raise energy costs for Europe. So and that will of course trickle into our market and raise the energy costs too. But that's just opportunities for the U.S. companies to pump more oil or gas to make more profit. Do I care what NATO do? No, because for the lack of anything, we are NATO. Okay, those countries they don't do much. I'm not a big fan of NATO, to be honest. That whole bullshit is just bullshit. Okay, it's if we, the U.S., don't fork out the bulk of the cost and expenditure and blood for NATO, what would NATO do? What has NATO do in the last 25 years in all the conflict problem around the world? Yeah, it's a nice it's nice to have this bond, but at the end of the day, uh, the majority of NATO have no stomach to do anything unless the US are willing to fork out the money and blood for most of the problem. So now I don't care. Me no give a shit about NATO. Let's see. The market is going to open soon. We got all kind of fear. Yeah, I mean it's a lot of. Let me put it this way. I couldn't care less what Fox Business, CNN, or all that bullshit that people like to listen to as far as news. They love this shit. Okay, you gotta understand. This is how CNN and Fox and all the news channel make money. Is they need problem, they need conflict because people will tune in to hear the bullshit. Okay, it's just bullshit. All the so-called expert, just bullshit. Okay, it's let's drag out some ex-general and let him banter about NATO. It's this bullshit. It's utter bullshit. Okay, it's Google. Yep, see, crashing through the 200. Where next? Where next? See, there's a little room here for Google at 2573 between 2600 and 25. This better hold. Okay, I just as I look at Google. It's 2510. 2510. So can Google come down to 2400 right here? Yeah. Let's draw in Google right there at the last resistance. Let's save Google. See, Google can drop a lot, a lot, a lot. So as far as what I'm doing nothing. I'm not buying crypto. I'm not buying any stock. I enjoy my 30 something percent plus in cash. Just let it sit. No, I don't. I mean, I'm glad that I stopped my cable subscription many years ago. I have not subscribed to cable TV for a long time, and whatever cable news that I see is more clips on YouTube. It's just utter nonsense. Nothing but lies. Nothing but it's not news. Okay, let me put it this way: all those Fox News, CNN, those are not news. It's just opinions and propaganda and just nonsense from so-called expert. None of these people are experts of anything. They're expert at talking. Okay, this is the thing that I've said many times. The ability to speak well is highly overrated. The ability to write well is highly overrated because all it does is it allow people to lie better. Okay, it's overrated. Every single person that can speak so well, I am very cautious of everything that come out their mouth. I am a fumbling, bumbling speaker. That's okay. But well-spoken people, be very wary. Okay, all those experts that they drag into CNN and Fox News, nothing but bullshit. Um, I get a lot of alerts on my phone from all the companies hitting new low. Oh, pains everywhere. I'm just texting my brother. I advised him very first thing this morning: do not do nothing. He agrees. Let's see what he said. Yep. He said no need to chase anything. Yeah, there's no need to chase anything. As far as your question, Okarism, on investing in chip company, Lam Research would be a good one. LRCX. Lam Research. Oof. Yeah, I can see why it bounced a little bit there. Where would I buy it? A little bit lower. Okay. How about 534? There you go. That's a good spot, right? Should we have another 5% down market? Why would Lam Research not go down further, right? But yeah, not a big fan of Taiwan Semiconductor because of the Chinese threat. No need to go there. I try to avoid battleground stocks. Okay, I don't want any stock that have any kind of geopolitical uh, pressure because things can go crazy. But Lam Research, if anybody else have any other question on stocks, I'd be more than happy to answer. But otherwise, I will be done in a few minutes because yeah, it's a nothing day. If you're in the market and you don't have to sell anything, my advice just step back. See, look, Starbucks is giving back a whole lot. Let's see how far can Starbucks go. There's a gap right here in a 91. Okay, so is the next spot for Starbucks 91? Yeah, 91.5. Yeah, I say so. Between 91 or so, I think that's a good spot to nibble on Starbucks. Starbucks has gave back everything in the last year and a half. Okay, so it has failed to hold previous high that was a good support. See, Starbucks previous high went over it, retest, and then run, and now it has give back the full run. So the gap is right there. There's a gap right there. See right there at 92.66. So that could be. I'm gonna draw a line right there. Okay. That drawing. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, there you go. Let's save Starbucks. And let's go back to the daily. So there you go. Level to level. Keep remember that. Go level to level. All right. Disney, Paul want to see Disney. Do you think we will see an uptick by March? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. Disney, oh, failing this line. See this line, 130. Oof, look at that. That's ugly. Okay, it's ugly. Next spot for Disney, 127. No, yeah, 128, 127, 128-ish. How uglier can you get, right? Look at that. Look at that Disney thing. Let's see how far has Disney get back. Look at that. Disney is right there. Yeah, it can go where how low can Disney go? If the market dump another 5%, can Disney go down to 116? Yeah. If the market go down 5 or 10% from here, if the S&P 500 drop another 10%, there is zero reason to believe that Disney can hold up here. Zero reason. Okay. If you don't believe me, come back here when the market dump another 5-10%. Okay. It is the gravity will pull everything. Okay. So it can go down to 116. Holy cow, right? Holy cow. Um, you're going to have to wait 10 years. Most bear market took about 2 years to unwind. Go back to 2008, 2009. If anyone that sold out sometime in 2008 or 2009 and did not get back in by 2010, they missed a huge run, right? A huge run, a 10-year bull market. So my advice to people is, if you have 30% cash or whatever cash, just hold on. Just hold on. Okay? Whatever cash you have, there is no reason to buy right now. Oh my God. Please just hold on to your cash. If anything, sell some garbage comic books to raise cash, because the chance of you to use that cash to make a lot of money is coming. It will come. Okay? It will come. There's no need to chase anything right now. There's no need to catch the falling knife. Doesn't matter if it's crypto or the stock market. Just let things be. Not really. The Omicron variant is not a big deal. Look at Moderna, the vaccine play. Yeah. If Omicron was a big threat, people would be piling on to Moderna and Pfizer and all those drug stock, but they're not. They're dumping everything. Okay, so Moderna dump, BNTX, the other vaccine company, dump. How about Novavax? Dump. How about Pfizer? Dump. How about Merck? Merck is the one that's holding up the most. I'm surprised Pfizer. If out of all of them, I think Pfizer is the one that I would buy if they keep dropping. Okay, I'm not buying yet. I'm not buying Pfizer yet. But if there's a one drug company that I would buy, is right here. That's my spot. 49. Come on down to the 100 moving average, 100 MA. I would like to buy Pfizer because it's a better medicine for COVID, which will be needed for years and years and years to come. I like that a lot. Okay. If there's a drug company that I want to buy, it would be Pfizer, because they have exposure. They own part of BNTX. Well, they share the vaccine with BNTX, and then they have the pill. And the pills will be around for many years. So I like that right there. I like Pfizer a lot right there. So yeah, if the market crashed another 5%, can Pfizer go down to 49? Heck yes. Would I buy Pfizer at 49? Heck yes. Until then, no need. How about Qualcomm? Another great chip company. Well, Qualcomm is actually doing okay. It's holding. Would I buy Qualcomm at the 100 MA? No. Qualcomm will get my attention once it get to the gap line. Okay, this is a spot that if the Nasdaq crash another 5%, I can see Qualcomm testing the 100 MA and test this line down here, which will be a good spot to nibble, and then buy a whole lot if the 200 doesn't hold. Right here, the gap fill. The gap fill line would be back up the truck kind of moment to buy Qualcomm. Okay, so for now, Qualcomm, no touch. I have been selling comic books left and right. I have no desire to hold on to yellow paper. I rather have green paper. What's you? What's that? Yeah, I'm not worrying about, I'm not advising anyone to buy any vaccine player. What I like about Pfizer is the drug, because You know Tamiflu, the one that treat flu. I have used Tamiflu once over the past 15 years once, and I bought some Tamiflu a couple years ago when my wife was sick with the flu, and we got the prescription. You know how expensive Tamiflu is? It's like $150. It's really expensive, and we end up didn't use it. I save it, okay, because it's so expensive. But Pfizer will make a ton of money because now that we have remedy that works really well, like any other flu, right? You know, if you feel flu-like symptom and you go and get tested, and it is, you know, it is a COVID. Doesn't matter what variant it is. Okay, it's just like Tamiflu. Tamiflu is no different than the flu medicine that Merck and Pfizer have. It only work best when you take it early. After the after the first 48 hours, its helpfulness diminished greatly. Okay, so my advice to everyone, regardless if you believe in the vaccine or not the vaccine, regardless if you are vaccinated or not, if you have flu-like symptom that you think it could be COVID, go get tested. If you test positive, then go get the Pfizer medicine, because it is pointless to get the Pfizer medicine if you have been in bed near death for a week with high fever. By then, the medicine is no longer effective. Okay, so please don't wait. That's my only medical advice I can tell you. Don't wait. Okay, Pfizer, Merck, all those medicines are completely not useful. I would say completely. They are not as useful if you wait too long. Uranium, yeah, I'm not a big fan of commodity. Yeah, it's eh. Uh, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a fan of commodity, to be honest. You know, whether it's uh oh, how about coffee? Ooh, I trade coffee once in a while, but I don't like it because it's so illiquid. It's not a very heavily high volume kind of asset, but there was time to buy coffee right here when it break the resistance. Yeah, the good time was when it test the support right here. See, there was a couple times that was good to buy coffee when it broke the resistance and gap up right here, right? Coffee, JO. And if you lucky enough and smart enough to get out, surely that was a good spot to buy back when it tests the support, right? And then it bounced again. So yeah, I have trade JO twice last year. Made a little money, not a lot, but not a big fan of most commodity. How about gold? Yeah. See, gold gold is frustrating for a lot of people. Okay, because everybody want gold to be ripping and roaring because fear is high, inflation is high. Guess what? You are you're barely there. You kind of going sideways. Gold is down year over year. Okay, so yeah, it's a frustrating asset. I trade gold, but just like most commodity, I don't have a lot of success. That's why I don't like to trade them. For whatever reason, I just feel like I never get a good handle on gold. Okay, sure. Where's a good spot to buy gold? Right down here, 164. Okay, if gold come down to 164, would I buy? Yes, but I'm not buying here. I'm not buying gold here. I would not recommend anyone to buy gold here, regardless of all the fear and inflation talk, all that stuff. I would not touch gold here. I don't like stupidity. uh, I trade Starbucks many times. I trade Costco many times. I trade Costco. coming down to the support. My advice to you, Occam Razor, is go back and watch my daily market talk for the past 2 weeks. Okay, it's I don't need to explain my way to you. Not that I'm offended by your comment whatsoever, but don't worry about what I like. I trade what I like, and I talk about it often here. Why do you think I talk about Amazon? It's just not the time to buy. It's that simple. You think I call up this ticker on the screen because I'm just randomly picking up Disney and Google and Costco? I trade these things. You know, I don't need to buy Lockheed Martin to hope for defense to pick up spending money on plane to drop bombs. It's just not my thing. Walmart, nothing to see there. Nothing to see there. How about Target? Holding the line, barely. I have trade targets. I don't like Target right now, but it's holding. No need to make conversation, Occam. No need. If you know me and you know my channel, I hate to repeat myself. Okay, I hate to repeat myself. It's ask my wife and son. I don't like to repeat myself. If I have people that get annoyed with me when I'm annoyed with them because they're like, oh, I'm just making conversation and you don't have to be such an asshole sometimes. I'm just like, listen, if you're on my channel for many years, do you need to ask that question? I still have people that have been on my channel for many years. Why do you slap books to sell? Duh. What kind of question is that? Why do I slap book to sell? Huh? Right? At what point after 9 years of this shit do I need to explain that? Especially on somebody that have been on my channel for a long time. Okay, it's just like, it's idiotic. It's at some point, put the keyboards down. I don't need the conversation. Joel asked, do you ever short? The answer is yes. I don't short, I buy puts. Okay, I buy puts. In fact, I consider buy some puts on the QQQ. I did. I'm still might consider doing that. To be honest, because if the QQQ has another 8% to go, right? That could be a sweet put play. So I'm after I shut off the chat, I will play around with a bunch of put strategy to see which one will work for me, and perhaps buying some put spread or sell some put spread or whatever is the right thing to do. Target, back to Target. What would I do with Target? Right now, it is definitely a no touch. Okay, do not touch this because it is barely hanging on to. It's not even hanging on. It's below support. It can give. This thing can give real quick. Okay, so don't get in here. Don't. My advice: don't. Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Where would be next? Oh God, can it go down to like 200? Yeah. Okay. If the market, if the S&P drop to 10, another 3 or 4%, or even 10%, can target see 200? Yes. Okay. Yes. But right here, 202. Okay, let me draw the line for you so that you see 20. What's it? 2. What was this? 202.76. Let me draw the line. There you go. Let's save it. So if that doesn't hold, if this fail, okay, for whatever reason, and the market dump another 3 to 5%, say hello to 202. Okay, so that will be your next spot. Hopefully, that answers your question. Remember, we go level to level. All right, there's no need to worry about what's after the next level. We go from level to level. I will repeat this mantra as long as I have to drill into people's brain. Level to level. Paul M, it's too much for me to explain. You should Google option put, okay, PUT, and then option, just like call, CALL, call put option. Google that and read up on that. ADALDI, Aladdin Trading. Is that a Chinese company? Waiting for data. How come? Dollar Tree. I can do. Did I mess up? Did I mess up? ALDI. Huh. Did I don't have it. It's not popping up or something. Dollar Tree. Here we go. Dollar Tree. The next spot for Dollar Tree is 121. 121.41. That's a great spot. It's almost kissing the previous high resistance. Okay, so that's a gap up. Okay, it gap up, run over here. So now 121 right there, 121.4, 121.33 kind-ish is your spot for Dollar Tree. Set your alert if you're interested in Dollar Tree. Set your alert right there. Like I would set my alert at like 122, just so I know that it's near a support, a key support, and watch it closely. Remember, when something comes close to support, what have I been saying for a long time now? It needs to prove to me that it can hold. Just because it get down to that level does not mean it's time to buy. Okay, so please hold your horses, be patient, watch for it to drop to a support level, and then prove to you and me that it can go higher. Okay. Oh, Audi, we have one open up here recently. I need to go. My wife and I have been talking for months now. We should check it out. We heard good things about it. There's one literally walking distance from my house. But yes, Dollar Tree right there. If that fail, this is a good spot right here. 116.9. You know why? It's a gap fill line as well as the 100 MA. That's a great spot. Okay. I would love to buy there. To me, that's a better spot to buy, to be honest. So if the market crashed 5%, 10% from here, can Dollar Tree give up this line and come down to the gap fill line, confluence with the 100 MA? Heck yes, good spot to buy right there. Okay, so if you're a fan of Dollar Tree, set your alert at 122 and then one at 117, because I think for me, that's the spot I want. I always want to buy one level lower than the next level, okay? Because especially if I'm a believer that we can see more down market. Okay, so let's save this. This is a good chart. Dollar Tree, save it. Dollar General. One more, okay? After this one more. Unless if there's no more, then I'm gone. Dollar General, here we go. The spot, the support is right here, 203.8. Boom. That's a good spot. If that fail, hello to 196. Okay, so but for now, Let's do the both. Let's do both. Why not? $196.78. Boom. There you go. There's your next level and next level for Dollar General. UNH. Oh, I like UNH. It's okay. I mean, it's down $10, but it need to hold. It need to hold the 100 MA. Okay, so that's the next level for UNH. It need to hold that. If that fail, guess what? If that fail, 436. There you go. So there are your two level at UNH. Okay. If the 100 MA at 446 does not hold, then 436 it is. Okay, so that's two level right there. The one I like more is Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Vampire, the company that sucked my blood with the crazy premium. Every year it move up. Anthem, 434, kind of like a no man's land, right? It's right here where, see, Anthem is trying to hold the previous support. See right here, look at that. Look at that, okay? Add a drawing, Anthem. Look at that, okay? Like I said, stock move from level to level, support to support, moving average to moving average. Nothing is random. Say that, okay? So key here, ANTM need to hold the line. Failure to hold here, say hello to the 100 MA at 416. Okay, 416. I will set my alert at 417. The stock move big. Okay, so 417 alert, so that if it drop down there, I might put in a buy order at 416-ish to buy a little bit right here. Last one, Humana, a competitor, Humana. Okay, Humana did crash already. So nothing. It's in no man's land. Okay, if you bought the dip here, hopefully you're smart enough to get out 50 bucks higher. You had your chance from 351 to 401. You had your chance. Okay, so now it's giving back. It might go back and retest 351. The way it's acting, look like it want to retest 351. Anyhow, an hour more than I expected to do. Good luck, people. Please be safe. Please don't buy yet, please. The bottom is not here. I feel the same way I did last week when I said don't touch. My message is still the same. Don't touch. That's it. Thank you. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.